What's up? What's up, my Mind Your Money business folks? It's me yet again with another video on today's stock market news. As always, hopefully you are in the market and not trying to time the market because that's simply impossible to do. So what's happening today? Yesterday, after the market closed, Nvidia gave its earnings report. Great report. Was expecting great things today, but let's see what the market is saying. It says Nvidia earnings boost Nasdaq. This is my first time reading this article. I'm telling you the truth. And S&P 500. Dow retreats on tariff uncertainty. Also, I'm doing this video early because I have another early meeting today. That must be a good thing. That means there's a lot of wealth coming my way because there's a lot happening. I've been busy. Anyway, let's get into the news. It's not about me. It's about the stocks. So it says U.S. stocks were a mixed bag on Thursday as market assessed Nvidia's earnings report, as well as a U.S. trade court ruling that blocked President Trump's global tariffs. I remember seeing that yesterday. The S&P 500 was up about 0.2%, while the tech-heavy Nasdaq also climbed 0.2%. The Dow Jones Industrial Average was roughly flat amid debate over Trump's next move in trade policy. All three major averages had retreated from their highs of the day. Yeah, because I remember looking at the futures, and I saw stocks a lot higher than they are now. So yeah. Nvidia stock rallied about 4% after its first quarter revenue topped estimates. Investors appear to be looking past the AI chip maker's warning that it expects to miss out on $8 billion in sales in the second quarter thanks to U.S. restrictions on exports to China. Yeah, that $8 billion is a lot of money, but they made 44.1, if I'm not mistaken, billion dollars in quarter one. That's in 3 months. They made 44.1 billion. So subtract 8 billion. That's a lot, right? That's 36 billion, possibly, or more. Maybe 40 billion. I don't know what the estimates are for the second quarter, but they're still making a lot of money. So overall, Nvidia's performance on Wednesday boosted hopes on Wall Street that big tech can weather Trump's far-reaching trade policy. A panel of judges at the U.S. Court of International Trade on Wednesday blocked a wide swath of Trump's tariffs, saying the president doesn't have the legal authority to impose them. The decision can be appealed by the Trump administration in federal court. Meanwhile, Best Buy cut its full-year guidance, citing economic uncertainty around those tariffs, sending its stock lower. Eyes are now on Costco. I love freaking Costco. Either way, eyes on Costco's after-hours report, given the difficult position retailers find themselves in. Trump told Walmart to eat price hikes associated with new duties following its latest results. I don't think most people know that Walmart owns Costco. No, for a very long time, I did not know that. So, no, Sam's Club is owned by Costco. I mean, by Walmart. Costco is something separate. See, I had to fact check myself. My apologies. Walmart does not own Costco. Walmart owns Sam's Club. My bad. Anyway, on the economic front, filings of unemployment aid jumped more than expected last week, and in slight upgrade from the initial reading, the Commerce Department said GDP shrank at a 0.2% annualized pace in the first quarter. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. I mean, the market's going to be open for another 45 minutes. So yeah, Tesla is currently up about 90 cents. Nvidia's up about 4% now. So it's dropped down from its 4% gain down to about 3%. But the market's not closed. A lot can happen before the market closes. But it's up about $4. Let's see what else is happening. My information technology ETF FTEC is only up 3 cents. Tesla is up $1. Palantir is down $1.80. My S&P 500 ETF SPLG is up about 10 cents. Yeah, Amazon is up about 40 cents. Yeah, these tariffs talk is weighing heavily on the market on purpose. Anyway, just keep investing, people. Keep dollar cost averaging into the market. Do not let things like this discourage you, because it happens all the time. It's a part of playing this game we call investing. That's why I invest for the long haul. I'm not in it trying to make these short-term gains with an N. Investing is, I like the slow and steady progress, not something that I'm trying to invest in and become rich overnight, because not much is learned if something happens very quickly. So I like taking my time, because there's a lot learned during that process. So yeah, continue to dollar cost average into the stock market, meaning budget, figuring out how much money you can invest, get out of debt, get out of personal loan debt, car loan debt, credit card debt, student loan debt, get out of all forms of debt. Then after your debt is complete, ensure that you have your kids' college fund set up, you've set up your emergency fund, your 3 to 6 months of living expenses, meaning however much it costs you to live per month, you have 3 to 6 months of that total amount of money set aside for emergencies. And then if you have a mortgage, tackle your mortgage. But in order to do all of that, even to dollar cost average into the stock market, you have to budget. You have to create a budget. You have to create a plan, for your money, for your life, for your family. So yeah, I'm going to end this here. So like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Let me know what you think. If you think, people, think. Most people don't think until it's too late. And by that time, a lot of us are stuck in our ways and find it hard, mentally, physically, and psychologically hard to change this. So the sooner you start working on changing this, your mindset, the way you see things, because there's a lot of wealth out there, people. There's a lot of good out there. Focusing on the bad and the things that you don't want is the reason why you continue to do bad, and you continue to have what you don't want, because that's all you tend to focus yourself and your attention and your mind on. So start thinking more about the things that you want, because the substance is around you. All you have to do is tap into it, create a plan, visualize it, put some action behind that plan, and poof, there you go. Yeah. Oh, disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor, nor am I pretending to be one. So any and all information on my channel is for entertainment purposes only. All right, I got to get out of here. All right, you guys take care. Peace.